everyone, welcome to Sleepy Notes Club. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope June is treating you well. Summer is almost upon us and I am very excited to be journaling today. Now this one is a special one because we are going to be doing my junk journal. I think I've only really flipped through this notebook, but I haven't really shown you guys like an in-depth look. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a quick flip of everything. It's a bit chunky, but it's mostly because it's full of cutouts and just paper in general. And then after that, I will do a little journal with me. Like I said, I have a lot of things that I really need to put in here, but I just wanted to do it together with you. So that's what we're gonna do. I should probably introduce this first. This is my traveler's notebook in the passport size. It's really nice. It looks a bit old, but I love it so much. So yeah, this is my junk journal. I just keep a little plastic sleeve here with just some ephemera, another one of my lucky notes and some dot stickers just in case. And on the other side, I like to keep some stamps because you never know when you need them. And this is a moleskin pocket soft cover notebook in the blank kind of like pages, which is my favorite. And in here, I just keep a picture of my hubby when he was a kid because he's so cute. This is just my personal information, and this is a key that I don't really use, but I just like to keep in here just to show you what are the kind of things that I usually junk journal. I started this notebook in September 2024. I need to add the year, but it was last year. That's when I decided I needed something smaller to actually keep up with a junk journal. I used to have it in an A5 and it didn't work for me. So this is the perfect size and I'm really happy with it. So I'm gonna go through all the pages with some comments here and there, but it's just basically me showing you what I love the look of and I just needed to have in this notebook with me. This is a postcard that I got in Cambridge with my hubby. I remember I was doing a bigger collage for my commonplace, and these are the extra bits that I was left with. So I decided to just paste them on my junk journal, of course. I find it really difficult to throw away any kind of paper, especially from my books and magazines that I collect. This was a gardening newsletter, which I hold really close to my heart because it was from our town back in the UK, in Sudbury, so it's a really nice memory. This is just a random bit that I didn't want to throw away. Another part of a brochure from Quentin Blake, and I really obviously like the illustration. This is also from the same magazine. This is another menu that I found in another market. This is part of my mom's Reader's Digest vintage magazines and books. So honestly, sometimes some of the things here do hold a bit of an emotional attachment. For example, this was also from my mom's collection, this as well. This was also from my mom's magazine. This is from a gardening brochure as well. This was, I remember, a notebook that we found when we arrived back in the UK, and I found it for free. So honestly, it's just anything that makes me feel a certain way. It could be emotionally charged in a way, or it could be just something from a random garden magazine. Even this just means so much to me. I just love seeing the look of everything that I collect. This one, for example, was from my local stationery shop, which is very small and kind of family owned. This is just the colors that I like because I bought some like pencil crayon thingies. More cutouts that I don't want to get rid of. My hubby's favorite tea flavors because I bought him the whole bunch and he does like a couple more than the others. This was, I remember, from my trip with my besties in London, and I got a lot of things that I did allocate at one point and journal in my Dear Diary, in my One on a Day, and in my commonplace. But obviously the rest, what was left, also made its way here, and it makes me super happy. Now, one of my favorite things about this specific journal, because of its size, is that I can very easily take it on trips. It always comes with me together with my ring planner for planning and my One on a Day for journaling. So I just really love the idea of having this little guy here to accompany me anywhere I go. This was a packaging of our grapes that we always buy, a postcard from a museum, Glossier, which is my favorite brand, when I bought a balm, the birthday balms, which by the way 100% recommend, is the best. More part of brochures, the Hobonichi purchase that I made for the weeks. This was part of my childhood like stationery pack that I used to take to school. My best friend got me this from Italy. These are all stickers that I used to keep when I was, well, stickers from my past when I was a kid. I didn't know where to use them, and I definitely didn't want to waste them. So now they are here and they will be forever with me whenever I go. More packaging. This is a menu. This is a cake that I made for my husband. More packaging. I think this was also grapes. More stickers from my childhood. This was a pack of cards from my dad when he was young and he used to play with my uncles, which is very sweet and just special. This is more things that I find in the everyday magazines and stuff. I found the Simple Plan CD that I used to listen to all the time when I was a teenager, and obviously I had to paste it here. More vintage calendars. My best friend gave me a Labubu, so obviously kept some of the packaging. This was part of one of my husband's Peanuts shirt. More from the Traveler's Notebook. We were looking for some paint samples, so this goes here as well. This is part of the John Darien sticker book, which is beautiful. And this is, believe it or not, a washi tape from Temu, which is lovely. And this is the last page as of now, and it's just one of my favorite books that I keep about like home decorating, and I love the introduction, like they use all these bits to introduce the book, so obviously I had to save it here as well. So everything that you see here are pieces of paper that I do want to put in here. I don't want to waste them. I don't want to trash them. So I'm just going to go kind of randomly through them, and we're going to paste a couple. Now this one is one that I've been dying to journal or scrapbook. This one used to be a bag that my best friend got me from New York. She went and visited and went to the Ralph's coffee shop, and she knows I love all of these things. So she got me one and a couple more goodies that we're also going to be journaling very soon. So I don't use any rulers. This is another one of my many journals, or all my journals basically, that are no rules, just feels, because if not it would just be too pressuring and stressful to be perfect, and I don't think journals, especially a young journal, should give you that kind of feeling, you know. So I'm just gonna blindly cut the parts I want. There you go, that is perfect. Now I'm gonna use my trusty glue. I used to use this specific glue since I was a kid. I think I mentioned this in another one of my videos, that I would love to be one of those girls that have cool stationery tools, but I'm really not. Maybe at some point I will. I think that's good enough. I love that it's all like folded and not perfectly pasted. The next one, I kind of want to paste this cutout from a magazine. So in a bazaar I found this amazing Florence or Florencia travel book, I guess. I basically bought it because the imagery and the pictures were absolutely lovely, and I had to have it obviously because it will be a great addition for future collages and scrapbooking bits and stuff like that. So I want to keep both sides. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put this one here and this one kind of just like that. So all these little bits and pieces come from collages that I did already for my commonplace. So the kind of leftovers usually go in this junk journal of mine. And I don't mind if there's a lot of like empty space. It still looks very textbooky, and I just love that. Next one. So this photo I found in a street market, and I used the other half, which was another really cute doggo, in my commonplace, and I obviously want to have this one here as well. So I'm thinking maybe this one on one side. This one I will use, but I don't want to like hide too much of that photo. So let's see what else we can use. I have something like this. This was part of some stickers that I did use. It's just the branding, and it says 2001, and I like the fact that it's quite old. So I think I'm just gonna paste this too. Let's see, up to the bow, around there. Yeah, that goes well. That was perfect. And now this one, very random I know, but I did like the look of that. So I'm just gonna cut here and then around here. So this is another thing that I've been wanting to journal. This is also part of the goodies that my bestie bought me from New York, and she said this was one of the most expensive postcards she's ever bought. I think I have an idea. So I love the look of this little apple. So I may cut this so I can have this on one side, and then I'm gonna try and cut like through here so I can have this on the other side. No time to overthink. Let's just go for it. Okay, that's very badly cut, but that's okay. Yeah, that's nice. And I am actually gonna cut some corners on that because I think it needs something. I just think you'll look better if we do that. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Now, something I'm gonna do, and hopefully does work, when there's something so thick, I'll just try to separate a couple of layers from the cardboard, because if it's cardboard, you can actually do it. So that is more bendable and it's easier and it's not gonna get super chunky. Perfect. I do not know why, but I love the look of something a bit messy. I'm not caring too much about it being perfectly pasted or cut or anything, and just that feel makes me just really happy, and that's exactly what I like. And then this one the same. And I will write the fact that this was from my bestie. Let's do a couple more before the sun goes completely down. I'm looking at this cutout of a magazine, and I did cut a couple things. I think it was to decorate my rings planners, but I have these bits that I do not want to throw away, and so I think I'm just gonna keep a couple things. I love this. I think this is cotton for when you do quiltings, and then maybe keep this one here. I like all of this. I may just do a little collage or just paste everything at the same time. One here and that there, and then I do obviously like this, so there you go. By the way, do any of you collect magazines and books like that, like vintage ones? Do you have any specific year that you love? For example, for me, I always go for 80s or max kind of 90s or late 90s books. I think there's a lot of really cool gardening books that are from the 80s because they used to have really cool illustrations. And I love like the 90s, kind of 2000s, like home decoration books. You know, the 2000s rom-coms. 90s as well, rom-coms. They used to have a really specific and really cozy vibe, like in terms of the ambience and in terms of the houses and the furniture and everything. That is literally what I get, that feeling, when I collect my home decorating books from that specific year. Okay, so this is a bunch of Doraemon, that's how we pronounce it in Mexico, I'm not sure, but like Doraemon stickers that I love. I did use a couple, but I know myself and I know this is not really the style I go for my planning, because that's where I usually do stickers. So I don't want to trash them, of course, and I do used to love the cartoons, so this is where they're gonna go, and I'm just literally gonna paste them all around. Oh my god, look at this one with a tennis racket. How cute is that? They're so cute. Also, while I'm doing this, I would like to ask you if you have any ideas of what I should do next. I've got a couple of videos that I want to film. I want to film a proper one for my traveler's notebook, the standard size, because I completely changed the purpose of that village of notebooks. I also want to do a recap of my rings planners and what's changed and what's new. What else do I want to do? I want to do a what's inside my bag, which has been requested, and I do want to do like a desk tour, which people have also requested. But I don't know if you would like to see any more. Let me know and I'll try to film that, because I just really am enjoying filming videos. There you go. Those are my favorite ones, and now they're with me forever, so I don't have to get rid of them. And I really feel the need to add the usual frame in here. Okay, perfect. That makes me happy. All right, let's do a couple more and then I'll let you guys go. This is something I've been wanting to journal as well. This is just a random magazine of my personal collection from back in the day. And I'm not sure who many of these people are, other than these guys, and Sync, of course. I'm a 90s girl, but grew up in the 2000s, so of course I wanna paste it here. There you go. That's so satisfying, isn't it? Just having everything in one place gives me a lot of joy. So I want to paste this, which is a clothing tag, crazy enough. And it says Tank Air. I'm not sure, but maybe I will just paste this one here. I think that's really cute. Or maybe using this one here. Maybe this could look nice here because it's about music. So you know what? I'm convinced. Let's just do that. That's perfect, like that. Okay, now I think this is the last spread because I do wanna just paste this one here. And then on the other side, I like this. This is just like an old school postcard that I got in a charity shop. Made in England, I really like that. So maybe I will just paste it like this and then I can also open that. Maybe this. Yes, okay, I will use this one. This is just a random cutout from a crafts magazine and I have been wanting to use this somewhere. And of course, I will still keep this raised bits because I like the look of that. All right, with these, I think this is officially my chunkiest notebook that I own. Look at that. This here is the half point of the moleskin. This is all I have left. This is what I've used and it's so chunky. I mean, imagine if I actually do use it all, which it's my plan. It's gonna be like this, chunky. Wow, that's crazy. And there you go, that is the last one. I'll give you a little flip through of what we did. So we started here. So this was the first spread with the Raff's coffee shop. This is the Florence. Welcome to Florence 1990. Very satisfying, love that. This is the cute doggo from the street market and just a branding that I really like. More of the goodies from New York. This random collage from my magazine. All these stickers. My music spread with NSYNC. I don't know why I keep doing this. When I was a kid, I used to just kind of write over every single face, weirdly. And then more stickers. And the last one, which is just a random cute bit. So yeah, that is my junk journal. If I close it, it is very chunky. Yeah, very, very chunky. Let's try to close it actually. There you go. That's how it looks like now. Wow, that is a big difference for sure. That's from the top, on the side, from the bottom. But it's still very manageable. I think a long way to go, but it's very enjoyable. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want me to do any specific kind of video. I am always looking and trying to reply to all your comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope you have an amazing rest of June, and I'll see you very, very soon.